So OBS crashed on me initially, so here we are again. So gay femboys are all in your networks, and this is the first page that I saw linked about it. And so here we are taking a peek at it. So a stealthy malware strain dubbed Gay Femboy has been observed exploiting a range of vulnerabilities to infiltrate systems. Most recent attacks target vulnerabilities and products from vendors such as Draytech, TP-Link, Razecomm, and Cisco. Again, all at least half of them big network comms companies. Malware's reach is global, affecting countries including Brazil, France, Germany, Israel, Mexico, US, Switzerland, and Vietnam, impacting sectors such as construction, manufacturing, technology, media, communications. It's in the network. So, of course, it's going to be technology, because tech is in every single one of these. I've been on jobs where it's like, yeah, it's a construction site. They need networking to communicate with headquarters or installing networking, period. Manufacturing uses networking all over the place, okay? Whether it be food manufacturing, milling, or manufacturing otherwise. There's all kinds of tech for it. Media communications, that's a big duh. Gay Femboy employs sophisticated evasion techniques, including custom file naming to avoid predictable patterns, obfuscation with modified UPX headers, and self-protected mechanisms. Its core modules include monitoring for anti-analysis and persistence features, a watchdog to ensure single-instance operations, DDoS and backdoor functionalities, and killer module to eliminate rival malware or enforces self-termination. So it commits seppuku, and it gets rid of rival malware. So it's a malware that's an anti-malware, kind of like some of the other common malware that's out there. Symantec protects you from the threat identified by the following. So apparently Symantec has figured out a way to protect against it. Basically. And let's see, you've got file-based ways that it looks for it. So if we go back, it is basically a strain of the Mirai malware, and it's had a couple other iterations as well. Oh, darn it. Okay, let's see if we can find that again. Not the Broadcom one. So, Four-Faith or Four-Phase Industrial Router Zero-Day Exploit. So let's see. So a little bit of history on it. Countless script kiddies dreaming of getting rich with DDoS black market industry armed with Mirai source code, imagining they can make a fortune with botnets. Reality is harsh. Individuals arrive fully ambitious. Behind a series of Mirai variants that survived no more than 3 to 4 days. However, today's focus, Gay Femboy, is an exception. Gay Femboy botnet was first discovered by XLab in early February 2024 and remained active ever since. It's still active, obviously, to this day. Its early versions were unremarkable, simply Mirai derivatives packed with UPX showing no innovation. However, the developers behind it were clearly unwilling to remain mediocre. They launched an aggressive iterative development journey, starting with modifying registration packets, experimenting with UPX polymorphic packing, actively integrating end-day vulnerabilities, and even discovering O-Day exploits to continually expand Gay Femboy's infection scale. So this is where they iteratively improved upon it and innovated on it. But yeah. So most other strains have no innovation because they're all script kiddies doing their thing. But Gay Femboy is different in that it continuously innovates and changes in order to hide its trappiness from everyone. By early November 2024, Gay Femboy involved further leveraging a zero-day vulnerability in Four-Faith industrial routers and known vulnerabilities in Neater-bit routers and Weimar smart home devices to spread its payloads. Ooh, this is why you don't get a smart home. Anyway, this discovery prompted us to conduct an in-depth analysis of the botnet. We registered several C2 domains to observe infected devices and measure the botnet scale. Findings revealed that Gay Femboys operates with over 40 grouping categories and have more than 15,000 daily active nodes. Interestingly, when it detected our registration of its domains, it retaliated immediately with a DDoS attack and an act of noble hostility. So, not also seems to monitor other things. This particular iteration as the writing of this article, but you can see from here that again it's using those invasion techniques, and it is basically fighting against rival malware or detection capabilities. Let's see. With the capabilities of XLab's cyber threat insight and analysis system, reviewing Gay Femboy's evolution has allowed us to witness its transformation from an ordinary Mirai variant into today's unique large-scale botnet equipped with zero-day exploit capabilities and ferocious attack arsenal. So I wonder how they've evolved it is the other thing. Let's see. UPX was modified. So Exploitation details delivers its samples by using more than 20 vulnerabilities and telnet weak credentials. These include really telnet? Ugh, several unknown vulnerabilities. So if you block out telnet, you're gonna get rid of probably half your problem right there, but then you've got to look at the other 20 vulnerabilities. So the primary ones are all these right here, going back from 2013, and then a few that aren't in the standard CVE. This has probably grown over the last, year or so to include more. Main infected devices are Asus routers. That makes me unhappy. Let's see. For Faith Industrial, Vimar, smart home devices, KGuard, DVR. Interesting. DDoS analysis, attack targets, attack capabilities, resolve registered gay femboy domains to a VP. I want to know why they named it gay femboy, though. DDoS is a highly reusable and relatively low-cost cyber attack weapon. It can launch large-scale traffic attacks instantly using distributed botnets, malicious tools, or amplification techniques, depleting, disabling, or interrupting the target network's resources. As a result, DDoS has become one of the most common and destructive forms of cyber attacks. Its attack modes are diverse, attack paths are highly concealed, and it can employ continuously evolving strategies and techniques, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, DDoS, big mass attack from all over the place. It's because they have a hard time finding who the basically command and control node is doing all of it. Let's see. So yeah, it's first observed in 2024, and then it's had a renewed resurgence in 2025. So let's see. Again, and it seems FortiGuard Labs has uncovered a new malware. Okay, so they don't say who found it here. These guys are claiming, hey, we found it, or FortiGuard claims they found it. Malware behavior and capabilities, botnet, crypto mining, backdoor access, hidden function triggered with the keyword meow meow. This is the wildest piece of malware ever, it feels like. Okay. Domain rotation uses a rotating set of domains such as crosscompiling.org, furryfemboys.top, twinkfinder.nl, and icusboys.com. Oh, where's the full list? I want to see the full list. So it uses 8.8.8.8 and 1.1.1.1 for its DNS resolution. Terminates analysis debugging tools, kills competing botnets and malware, alters UPX headers to bypass unpackers. MITRE attack and techniques, visual flow of attack, indicators of compromise. So you do get some of these here. 3GIP cam. Gosh. Okay, so let's see. So this is from Fortinet. They are the source of the finding, apparently. Let's see. In July 2025, FortiGuard Labs observed a related payload exploiting multiple vulnerabilities. All instances traced back to a common attack source and a consistent download host. Well, why do you do that? Anyway, let's see. Once we obtained the downloader scripts, we found a pattern for this download source shown in the table. Let's see. Realtek, because each script executes the malware using corresponding product name as a parameter. Malware analysis. Let's see. They do have various ARM architectures, Intel, PowerPC. Okay, so it does. The malware displays a string twinks. Someone really had fun with this one. So it does modify the header so it's not quite detected. Scans each subdirectory under proc, inspecting the path of every corresponding to gather information on processes, their locations, inspects, let's see, telltale keywords that are commonly associated. So it goes through, scans for other malware, gets rid of it. Let's see. Monitor, watchdog, attacker, and killer. Monitor functions track threads and process well as incorporating anti-analysis techniques, loads 47 command strings. So it tries to obfuscate its activity for analysis boxes. And then within the monitor function, it includes two dedicated subfunctions, self-persistence and sandbox evasion. Persistence ensures the malware remains active. If it detects that its process has been terminated, it automatically re-executes itself. So it's literally in a game. Oh, wait, no, they put that in there. Probably in Hydra or DIE. Gayfemboy PID2. Close. Can we? I hate you. As part of a sandbox evasion technique, the malware introduces a deliberate delay of 50 nanoseconds if executed in a sandbox environment that cannot accurately handle such a fine-grained delay. The timing function fails, causing the malware to misinterpret the result and initiate a fallback sleep of approximately 27 hours. Ooh, interesting. So it okay. Watchdog function begins by attempting to bind to a specific UDP port. If the bind fails, it assumes another instance of the watchdog is already running. In that case, it connects to the localhost port, sends a packet containing the formatted string. If it was sent more than 9 times without receiving a response, malware concludes it is unresponsive and compromised and terminates itself. Commits seppuku when the watchdog fails. The attacker function is responsible for launching DDoS attacks and enables backdoor access. It preloads several attack methods into memory for on-demand use, including UDP flood, UDP bypass, TCP flood, SYN flood, ICMP flood, heartbeat, and backdoor module. It just does everything. The malware uses the string meow meow as a trigger to activate its backdoor functionality. I'm a kitty cat. I'm coming in for my backdoor access. The malware has not yet established a connection with its command and control server. It initiates communication by randomly selecting from a list of predefined C2 domains. To resolve these domains, the malware uses public DNS servers instead of relying on the system's configured resolver. Technique helps bypass local DNS filtering or sinkholing, making it more difficult for defenders to block communication through static IP blacklist. Yeah, so if you route your DNS to something else, then whatever DHCP gave you as the DNS, it's going to bypass that DNS and just go straight to your own custom DNS to resolve the web address. So if you were to set up your own server as a DNS server, you could bypass a lot of filtering techniques and like sinkholing just by doing that. It can rotate its C2 infrastructure more flexible, maintain persistence even one or more domains are taken down. Known C2 domains include cross-compiling IKIS Boys, Furry Femboys, Twink Finder, and 3G IP Camera. The domains that they registered, furryfemboys.com. Like, you guys are amazing. Once the domain is successfully resolved, malware attempts to establish communication by scanning a defined list of 15 ports. System checks whether each port is open, can be used for command control traffic. Connected command control server can issue various commands. Let's see, these commands enable basic control, persistence, and reconnaissance functionality with minimal overhead, likely designed to keep communication lightweight and harder to detect. So, I mean, yeah, you can use it as a recon as well, which is pretty cool. If a command packet from command control server exceeds 5 bytes, it parses messages differently. It first extracts a 2-byte length field, then interprets the remaining data based on a command format where the first byte is the main command ID, second byte is subcommand. Malware then executes the appropriate behavior depending on the command type. So download, execute, terminate botnet, send ACK response, open a reverse shell, cease communication, initiate DDoS. Let's see, reset connection, clear existing domain list, reset server address, modify firewall rules, abort ongoing attacks. If the string what the flip is detected, ooh, they've got an abort. That's pretty cool. Triggered specific DDoS attacks as defined by attacker. Interesting. I like that. While gayfemboy inherits structural elements from Mirai, it introduces notable modifications that enhance both its complexity and ability to evade detection. This evolution reflects the increasing sophistication of modern malware and reinforces the need for proactive, intelligence-driven defense strategies. Staying ahead requires not only regular patching, but also in-depth analysis, exposure of emerging threats, and mitigate risk. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I wonder if they're also taking advantage of using, because if we go back up here to what it is doing, which one was that? I bet you they could use it as some sort of backend for AI stuff, for combined computing. So you combine computing, run a model on it, and then have it like manage as well, which would be pretty interesting to do. But anyway, yeah, that's the gay femboys in your network, in your IoT, in your Wi-Fi's. If you liked the content, if you enjoyed it, if you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe. Leave any criticisms you have or what have you. I appreciate it. Feed that algorithm, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next one.